Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Kanisha K. Lynn, and today I'm going to be doing a video about my first and second trimester. This is probably going to be one of my first lifestyle videos kind of thing. So if you are interested in makeup, I did my makeup before I did this video, just to feel good and cute or whatever. But if you like makeup videos, lifestyle videos, coming soon with some vlogs, then subscribe to my channel, ring that bell so you get notified when I post the video, and comment on my videos and let me know how you like them, and then tell me what kind of videos y'all would like me to do more of. And that is all. So if you are interested in how my first and second trimester went and is going, then stay tuned for the video.
Walk up in this, I'm the flyest in this shit. Hey, I just dropped the tape, they tone in like it's TV. Had to post a pic for the hoes that wanna be me. Walking on this shit, I ride the beat so freely.
Okay, so let's get into this video. I do have a couple questions I jotted down on my phone. First, we're going to start off with my first trimester. And the first thing I had was my eating schedule on here. For me, my eating schedule of my first trimester was very routine. I ate the same thing, and I mean the same thing every single day. The only thing that switched was my soups at the end of the day. And that was because in my first trimester, I was really nauseous and didn't have an appetite for anything. It was like anything I could think of just like did not appease me on my appetite. I just did not want it. So what I did find out was that I could fathom an egg sandwich, which I love before and while pregnant, is my famous egg sandwich. Like, that is my go-to in the morning. Like, that's what I'll make, and everybody loves them. So I will eat an egg sandwich in the morning before I go to work, or I will wrap it up and take it to work with me. And that is what I will eat. I'm sorry, I'm gonna get a little bit more comfortable. But y'all see, I'm packing. But no, that is what I would eat. And so then I would go to work, and throughout the day I would eat fruit. Really, fruit is really what I ate throughout the day. It was a couple days during my first trimester that I did eat stuff like sandwiches. Like for lunch at work, I would try like to eat a sandwich. I think I had a salad a couple times. I went through like a salad phase where I was like craving salads. But for the most part, I would just eat fruit throughout the day to keep my body like full. And then once I got home from work, I would eat me soup, either chicken noodle soup or chicken noodle soup at first, and then towards the end of my first trimester, I was able to like hold down beef stew soup. So I would eat that, and don't mind this. This is from when I oiled my stomach and then I should have let my oil sink into my skin. Cause I figured it was gonna do this, like leave a oil, like whatever, y'all know what it is. But yes, so that was my eating schedule for my first trimester. So I would do egg sandwich in the morning, fruit throughout the day, and then soup at nighttime. And that was the whole entire first trimester. I could not eat anything else. My first appointment, my first appointment was like so exciting for me. I think it's just like, it's like once you find out you're pregnant, you are anticipating that first appointment. You want to see the baby, you want to hear the heartbeat. So my first appointment was good. It was just like the first appointment. I got to hear the heartbeat. I cried like a baby. I think my first appointment I went to by myself. Yeah, so my first appointment went good. It was just like that moment where it's just like, you're like, once you hear that heartbeat, it's just like, I don't know, I can't explain it. It's just like everything changes. Like, for me personally, it did. It was just like once I heard the heartbeat, it was like, oh my gosh, like my little baby, like, I don't know. And that's basically it. Prenatals. So when I found out I was pregnant, I went to like a free pregnancy health center. After I took like my at-home test, I went to a free pregnancy health center, and that turned out to be like one of the best things I did so far during my pregnancy, because I went to the free pregnancy health center. They verified my test. They also talked to me about programs that they could put me in, to like get stuff for the baby, classes that I could take, and they also provided me with a every day of the week devotional, and they also provided me with a full term supply of my prenatals for my pregnancy. So I actually take those. Yeah, and they're really small. They're not like the big ones people talk about. It's like really small capsule. It's like powder. It looks like inside the capsule, but they're really small, probably like this big, and they're not thick at all. Um, so my prenatals did good. My first trimester, I feel like I had to take my prenatals after I ate, or I would just feel so sick taking them, and that was for me personally. The programs. Okay, so like I said, when I went to that free health clinic for women, I had talked to her about the program that day, I think initially, and then like once we had a check back in, we went further into the program, and it basically is a program. I have classes every Wednesday, and I watch pregnancy videos, tell them what I thought about the videos, what I learned from the videos, and I basically just get points to like get stuff for my baby, whether it's diapers, clothes, and things of that sort. And it's for free. So thankful for that program. They also can help you like with bills if you need it and stuff like that. It is here where I am here in St. Louis, so I'll let y'all know. It is called the Women Help Center, Women's Pregnancy Help Center. So if y'all live in St. Louis and y'all want to take advantage of that, y'all like have a baby on the way or like find out y'all pregnant, check them out. They are very, very, very small place, but so beneficial. Like they're so small, but like their outreach is like amazing. So that is the program that I'm in. And then the apps that I use, the apps that I use to track my pregnancy are my Pregnancy Plus app, and that is my favorite because you can see the baby 3D like that. And then look, if I click on it, it even has like a fake heartbeat. I just love this app so much. And then it's like you could touch the baby or whatever like that, and then it has like different skin tones, ethnicities that you could pick for the baby like that. And then it's just really cool. It tells you like right here, if you press this, it gives you like little notes about the baby. Like I'm 19 weeks today. Well, not today, but I'm 19 weeks right now in 5 days. So in 2 more days, I'll be halfway through my pregnancy, which is exciting. And then the other app that I use is What to Expect. And this app is just like cartoon-ish. I like this one more for like it has better notes. I feel like it's more detailed about the baby. The other one I like because it gives you details about what's going on throughout the pregnancy, but I really just like it for that 3D baby, honestly. So even though I know it's not my baby, it's just like it. I don't know. It's just like me and the app connect. So that was that. And then one of the questions that I got from somebody else to ask was like pregnancy brain. When I first was pregnant, I don't think I noticed. I probably definitely like my first trimester, the very beginning of my pregnancy. I probably definitely did have pregnancy brain, but didn't notice it until my sister told me like, "Girl, that pregnancy brain." And I can't remember what we were talking about, but it was just something to the extent of me forgetting stuff. And she was just like, "Girl, yeah, that pregnancy brain." So I started Googling pregnancy brain. And then once stuff started happening, I'm like, pregnancy brain. Definitely like your brain, like you would just forget stuff so easily, so quick. Like it's like one of them things like where you go into the kitchen, look in the refrigerator, and you don't even know what you are in the refrigerator for. What you need is like in the cabinet. That's like a good example of pregnancy brain. Or going in the kitchen and forgetting what you needed at all. Um. So in my second trimester, I had like the same questions. I'll just go back over them like how. And then no, I want to do body changes for first trimester. So my first trimester, towards the end, I did start noticing like my chest getting bigger, And like I was starting to get a tad bit bump at the end of my, I can't even lie. Like I had a bump in my first trimester too. Like midway through, had at the end, towards the end, I just started getting big. I feel like pretty fast. Like because me and my cousin, we are 2 days apart, and I know everybody's bodies is different or whatever, but it's just like with us being 2 days apart, I was just so surprised on how much bigger I was than her, and I'm just like I'm huge. Like for me to be in my first trimester still, just big. I felt like, and that was like towards the end, and that was like my body changes. Like I said, my chest got bigger. Nothing really else significant about my body. Really, like I started to notice change. Like my face really didn't start getting fat or spread or anything yet. In my first trimester. Oh yeah, body changes, acne. My first trimester, my face broke out so bad. Like it was just nothing I could do was breaking out, and I'm so finicky about skincare, keeping my skin clear, that it just was like very irritating to me. Like I was getting sad because I'm just like, what can I do? Like, and I knew it was my hormones, so what I really did was just like suck it up. Honestly, I was just like, well, I know this is because of pregnancy, so there's no point of beating myself up about something that I know I can't change due to me being pregnant. My skin will go back to normal once I drop the baby, prayerfully. Okay, so for my second trimester, my eating schedule, I want to say like in the beginning it still was the kind of same. What happened was it was the same as the beginning. I was still eating my egg sandwich, still eating fruit throughout the day, and sometimes soup at night. But what came into play my second trimester was my obsession for Chick-fil-A. Like I could smell Chick-fil-A. I didn't even have to be by it. It just like the smell of a fresh Chick-fil-A large fry. I could smell it. It was it. And that's all that I wanted was my Chick-fil-A. Like I just wanted Chick-fil-A. That's all I could say. And that played a key part, I feel like, in my pregnancy, because it was just like not a key part, but like, you know what I'm saying, my key part in my second trimester of like me noticing like I was gaining a little bit of an appetite back because I was just like eating Chick-fil-A all the time. So it was Chick-fil-A, and then I'm trying to think like when I really started eating, because I came into my second trimester even around Thanksgiving. And that made me sad because I still was in that rut of like not having an appetite either. So it was just kind of like I'm so excited about Thanksgiving and the food, but I know I'm probably not going to be able to eat it. So Thanksgiving I did eat a little bit, but I still really couldn't eat how I wanted to. So that's how I know I still was like struggling a little bit in my second trimester to get my appetite back. But I noticed it start coming back because that morning before I left, me and my best friends had went to breakfast at a place in my city, and I had got like a huge omelet, a Belgian waffle. I had just got some stuff, and I literally devoured. It was not a speck of anything on my plate. So that's when I started getting a little happy. I'm like, yes, like that was my first time, like my whole pregnancy going into my second trimester. Like I actually felt like I had ate. Like everything else was like I was nibbling on stuff, praying that I didn't throw up. And yeah, so I started gaining that back. So like probably a month after Thanksgiving, that's when I really start eating. Like I could start eating. I just started eating anything that I craved, wanted, and I really just went back to normal eating. The only thing I really can't say, which I've noticed within this last week, honestly, because I've been doing it and cooking it, is 1 second. Bless me. But is that chicken. Like I really haven't been interested in chicken my whole pregnancy. And it's like I've been cooking it, my boyfriend and eating when I cook it. But it's just like I'll nibble on it when I'm cooking it, like to see if it like when I finish it, see how it tastes and stuff like that. But like overall, I have not been wanting it. Like I will eat everything on my plate besides the chicken. I just really have not been messing with chicken. I don't know what it is, but I just really haven't been messing with chicken throughout the whole the pregnancy thus far. I just haven't been wanting it. So yeah, I did get my appetite back and started just like eating anything that I wanted. And it was funny because in my first trimester, actually, I love seafood and I really didn't have a taste for anything, like I said, my first trimester, and I really couldn't believe that I didn't even have a taste for seafood. So I started gaining that back my second trimester. So my first time eating seafood all the way was in my gender reveal, and this is going to be like, I'm going to tell my gender reveal story like in this video. So for my gender reveal, at my gender reveal, my baby, they did one of those like gender reveals where they surprise you in a surprise. So first, when my family popped all the poppers, it was pink. So I thought I was having a girl. I was sad because I was a boy my whole pregnancy. Like, that's what I said I was having. It was a boy my whole pregnancy. So I was so happy. No, I was like, I wasn't like not sad, but I was just like, it's a girl. Like on my live, if you go to my Instagram, or you follow me on my face, or you try to add me on Facebook, well, the best bet is just to go to my Instagram page, really, honestly, because my friends are getting so full on my Facebook that I don't even know how many more people I can add. But add me on my Instagram, Kanisha Kaylin, and y'all can watch my live on how my gender reveal really went that day. And it's like, just like y'all can see it in action. But I'm just telling y'all how it did go. So they popped the poppers and it was all pink. So I'm like, it's a girl. My slice a girl. Da, 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 da. So she brings this bag out and she's like, open this one. This is the gift for the baby. Blase woo. And it had a balloon on top. So I'm like, I know. Like, come on now. It's 21st century. We see the videos on the internet. You trying to trick me. So I instantly am like, y'all tricking me. Y'all tricking me. It's a boy. It's a boy. You know, hold on. So I pop it. Go crazy. Blue stuff start falling out of the balloon. I'm just like, I didn't even really know. I didn't believe it for real. So I went inside the bag was boy stuff. I'm like, turning up geeking. I'm like, oh my gosh, I was right the whole time. I'm having a boy. So fast forward, I'm gaining my appetite back, right? And I'm eating all this stuff. So I had seafood at my gender reveal, and I don't think that really did anything to my body per se, but I wasn't really watching exactly what I was taking in as far as like me having acid reflux and IBS while being pregnant as well. I had got constipated really easily, so I called my doctor or whatever, and they just basically told me like to start taking Marilex, and basically if I was still constipated within the next 72 or 42, or it was something like that, a time frame like 72 hours, then I needed to go to the emergency room. But he couldn't see me right away, so he had scheduled me an appointment for that next week. Now this is 2 weeks after my gender reveal. So my stomach had hurted so bad, y'all, from me being like stopped up and constipated, that I went to the emergency room. Like, I don't even think I waited to take the medicine. That's just me. But I went to the emergency room because I'm like, I am going to tell them what my doctor told me to do, but I need to figure out what's going on because that's how bad I'm in pain. So I go to the emergency room. They check me, like give me like an ultrasound. And I can't really see much, but like enough to where they was like checking to see the gender or anything like that. But we seen that the baby was in the weirdest position. I feel like that had to do with why my stomach hurted so bad as well. So I'm like, oh my gosh, because normally I thought the baby, well, when I would go to my appointments, the baby would just be chilling. Like, the only time the baby cut up was when my gender reveal. So it was hard for him to try to find the baby's sex because baby had his legs crossed up, chilling, was not budging, like jumped a little bit, tossed a little bit, turned. So the doctor was just like, my doctor was just like, I'm going to still give y'all the sex because I think I got it enough to, you know what I'm saying, give it to y'all. So he gave it to my sister. My family had came down from out of town. So I was just like, we're going to have the gender reveal regardless. Like, I don't care. We're having my gender reveal. So, like I said, I had went to the hospital, got constipated. So then the next couple days, I had to go see my doctor to make sure everything was okay. So I go into my doctor's office, and he put me in the ultrasound room. So I'm automatically like, yes, like. And it's so crazy, y'all, because my whole pregnancy, some way I got lucky to get an ultrasound every single appointment. And it's honestly because like I pray for it. It's not because I pray for it, but I'm telling y'all, my doctor really spoils me, and I'm just like so grateful and blessed to be able to have seen my baby every single time during Corona season. Also, my doctor let me bring my boyfriend or like a family member with me to my appointments, and I love that too, just because it's Corona season and I'm in St. Louis and my family is in Ohio. So when I talk to my cousin that's 2 days apart from me, like, and other people that's pregnant, and hearing like how restricted it is right now in Ohio as far as like the pregnancy, which sucks because I know like I move next month and then I'm gonna have to deal with that, not being able to take my boyfriend to the appointments with me, having to go to all the doctor's appointment by myself, and not getting an ultrasound every appointment too. So yeah, like I said, my doctor babied me because I would go in some days when I wasn't supposed to get an ultrasound, and he'd be like, "Well, since you're my last patient and we have time, I guess I can give you an ultrasound." And I just be like, "Thank you so much, Dr. Patrick." Like, I love my doctor to death. So, he gives me an ultrasound or whatever, and matter of fact, he didn't. No, he did give me an ultrasound, and he was just checking to see, and my placenta was really low into my cervix, and he said since I was still like around this time I'm like 17 weeks, 16, 17 weeks. So when he gave me that first initial ultrasound, I was only 14 weeks. So a lot of people was like, yeah, you're supposed to wait until 20 weeks anyway, da 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 da. But my family had came down, we had planned my gender reveal, so I'm just like, Doc, I need the sex of this baby today. So he had gave it to us, and it was my request, so I didn't like care or whatever. So he's like, I'm gonna send you over to the ultrasound specialist because we just want to make sure everything's okay, even though we just presuming that maybe it's just the baby sitting low, you have been dealing with constipation. We're gonna send you to the ultrasound specialist because she's in today, and we just got our new ultrasound machines that just came in 2 weeks ago, and you know what I'm trying to say, we're gonna see you on those machines. So I'm like, sound good to me. So he sent me over to her, and I'm like, as soon as I get in there, I'm like, Doc, yes, I want to make sure everything is okay, but can you please still let me know that you feel my baby boy is still up in here? And she like, did you already find out the sex? I'm like, yeah. And she's like, he gave you a sex 2 weeks ago. And I'm like, yeah, he did. So she's checking her and she's like, oh, or whatever. The baby does seem to be like low in the placenta, but that's normal. In the next couple weeks, the baby should be rising up. So she goes to talk, blah, 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 and then boom, all you see is booty across the screen. And she like, you see that? She's like, yeah, it's nothing between those legs. I'm sorry to tell you, but it's a girl. And I'm like, laughing. Like, I'm telling y'all, I just burst out into laughter because to me it's funny because it's like I really thought I had a boy. I was Javanin because that's my boy's name for my baby. If it was a boy, it was gonna be Javon. Look at her moving right now. But if it's a boy, it was gonna be Javon. She like, let me move on that because baby, I'm not Javon. But yeah, so I'm Javon. This on Facebook, Javon. Ned, Javon, baby. Javon, Mama of a King, my son, just sunning it up. I'm just sunning it up at this point. So, yeah. So, we just laugh, and I'm just like, it's a girl. And I'm like, my sister and boyfriend did not go to that appointment with me because he was at work, and my sister went back to dating, of course. And we just all on the phone really just like laughing and just like, what the hell? Like, the world thinks I'm having a boy, but in reality, family and friends, I'm having a girl. And her name is Aliyah. So, me and Miss Aliyah. Aliyah, honey, you up, girl? Yeah, so that was the gender reveal story on how I thought I was having a boy for 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden I was having a girl. I don't want this video to be too long. I just really wanted to go through like some of the stuff I went through in my first trimester, my second trimester. Baby names, I just told y'all when I thought it was a boy, his name was gonna be Javon Honor Simmons. And then now that I'm having a girl, her name is Aliyah, middle name Latanya, and she has another middle name Marie. So she has two middle names. They both are her grandmas. Latanya Marie Simmons. So Aliyah Latanya Marie Simmons is my daughter's name. Cravens. My cravings really go up and down now at this point because I'm like able to eat majority of anything that I like want for real. So they just hop around. It's not really how it was. It did switch from Chick-fil-A though. I don't really care for Chick-fil-A no more. Now it's Taco Bell. And it's not like one of those like I gotta drive to Taco Bell to get Taco Bell, but just like it's just one of them things like when I'm leaving work and I'm going to a fast food place, I'm going to go to Taco Bell because that's like what I'm gonna eat as far as fast food right now. That's just what I be wanting. And I just get the steak quesadilla and the strawberry wild freeze, and that's all I need. Sometimes I get two tacos or something on the side if I just feel like I'm gonna do the most once I get home. Cause one thing I have been noticing this trimester is that once I eat, like I really only have like a 2.5 if that gap between this. Like I feel like I'm starving again. So it's like after 2 to 3 hours, and it's just like to the point where now, like when I feel like I'm starving, I'm just like, what time did I eat? And I start counting. I'm like, yeah, I should be starving again because it's like in that 2 to 3 hour gap, like that 2 to 3 hour gap, starving. And yeah, my pregnancy brain definitely has got worse during this trimester. Sickness. I haven't really dealt with any sickness. In my first trimester, I had nausea all day long, every day, but I never threw up only once, and that was because I had Takis, and I feel like that was already making me nauseous. And then I wanted to get the taste of the Takis out of my mouth, so I decided to brush my teeth and did too much, and that's what caused me to throw up. But I really still feel like it was the Takis that initially made me like about to throw up, and I think the brushing my teeth really just set it off. Like, so I haven't touched the Taki since, and I'm always very careful when I brush my teeth now. And I'm just so blessed to have not dealt with like a lot of throwing up. I still had the nausea every day, which was terrible, but I didn't throw up. I'll stand up for y'all to get a bump up. I'll try to come back again, but this is my bump. Like I said, I'm 19 weeks and 5 days today as I'm making this video. So it's getting made today and posted today. So, yes. Like I said, I didn't want to make this video too long. So I thank y'all for tuning in. I'm going to try to start dropping a video once a week. So I don't have a day yet just because with me being pregnant, it's not hard for me to stick to a schedule, but I'm just trying to take it step by step. So right now I'm just going to make sure I post something every single week. I don't know which day it's going to come out on, but it will come out every week. And then once I get used to posting every week, I'll try to have a set date that like Mondays my video drop every Monday, Tuesdays my video drop every Tuesday, Wednesday, and so on and so forth. And then I may, once I get in the habit of that, try to like give y'all 2 to 3 videos a week. But right now it's going to be one video every week. So this week I wanted to talk about my first and second trimester and how the sex of my baby changed. And that was about it. So if y'all like this video, leave me some comments below on how your first and second trimester went if you're pregnant. And how did you get through the worst parts and what was the best parts of your pregnancy. Like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell for post notifications because I did say I will be back with another video next week. And I'm sticking to it. That's my word. I'm sticking to it. So thank y'all for tuning in. It's your girl, Kanisha Kaylin, and I am signing off. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I love y'all and thank y'all for watching.